So today we're taking 2 living rooms and a bathroom and showing you how we would completely redesign them.
So stay tuned so you can learn all of our favorite tips and tricks to turn your house into a home. Trying to go back to design school?
You never went. Oh my God, this flooring is looking worse and worse the more we go. Good designing.
Thanks to Rocket Money for sponsoring this video. Welcome back to an episode of Inferior Interiors. Okay, this is gonna sound familiar because this was one of our favorite segments on From the Workshop Floor. It's back and it got a little bit of an upgrade. Quite literally, as we're not on the floor anymore, we have real chairs.
And it's not always gonna be just Becky and I. Sometimes there'll be more people here, different people with us on Inferior Interiors, but I think we're doing like a bigger deep dive into these room makeovers. So many tips and tricks. We're talking furniture placement, we're talking pops of color, how to use pieces that you already have and mix styles with roommates.
And we want to make these actually practical so that if we do one of your rooms, you can take it away and actually make these changes.
Yeah, which speaking of, we are actually going to be making one of these makeovers come to life. So today we're doing 3 redesigns and one of them is for somebody that we're tackling in the upcoming weeks. I think
literally next week.
Next week.
That was a lot of the comments we got when we did this segment before, is people wanting to see these makeovers actually happen. And so we're taking the ball back and putting it in our court and saying, it's up to us. We're gonna make one of these happen.
Yeah, so exciting. So stay tuned to see that. And if you're sitting there at home wondering how the heck you get your space redesigned by the Sorry Girls, well, there is a form in the description. It's always open. You can submit your space so that maybe we will redesign it on Inferior Interiors.
Any space, any style. The more out there, the more we wanna hear about it.
It's true, we like to get creative.
Okay, should we get started?
Let's do it.
Okay, this is Charlotte. I moved in with my best friend in October. Since we're both studying, furnishing the apartment is progressing a bit slower due to financial constraints. However, our biggest challenge is clearly the living room. It's the largest room in the apartment, but it feels like we're not utilizing the space properly yet. As for furniture, we would like to keep our TV console, the coffee table, the glass table, the steel tube chair, and of course my best eBay find so far, the Barcelona stool. The cabinet next to the couch is hardly being used at the moment and could therefore be removed. I'm thinking about getting a new couch since ours is very beat up. It would be an honor to get your help. I'm a Sorry Girls fan since the mason jar DIY era. Charlotte.
That goes hard.
That is a long time. Thank you so much for still being here.
Okay, let's talk about the key problems. So the layout. We have tried many different layouts in the room and we're still not sure what would work best, especially since I'm considering buying a new couch. It'd be nice to have a functional layout beforehand to which I can adjust the shape of the couch. Additionally, we have a lot of dead space that somehow needs to be filled. The room right now is mainly used for hosting, so a dining table would be very useful.
Oh.
And we don't necessarily want to downsize the couch.
Okay.
Okay.
We both like very specific design styles and we want to find something that reflects both of us so that we can both feel comfortable. I prefer black and white steel tube minimalist. And he likes vintage dark wood colors and space age.
Yeah, but they go together.
I think they do too.
The black, the dark wood.
Yeah.
Are metal colors like chrome.
It's kind of like industrial mid-century. I see how they place the couch in this orientation to try and like split up the zones.
But
I think it's taking up too much floor space this way.
I agree. So we're gonna rotate the layout of the couch. Yeah. Can we commit to which coffee table we're gonna use?
Yeah.
Honestly, you guys are stumping me with like having to use both.
I would just challenge you, do we need to? If we're gonna give you a different table for a dining area.
Unless, oh my God. What if it's a floor dining table? And the coffee table that's currently in there becomes our floor coffee table. Like we're going Japandi. Like Japandi was not on the design bucket list. But we're just like, oh, you want to keep the table? Well, great. This is now your dining table, and we put like little seats around it.
That's cute.
Do we like it? Okay. So the oval table is becoming our coffee table.
Yeah.
And then maybe over here, like in this corner, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
We move our steel table. Oh my God, you're gonna love this.
Me.
The people.
Oh.
Charlotte and roommate.
It's very groundbreaking.
It is kind of groundbreaking and it's literally on the ground.
It's ground seating.
So like imagine like what do we do? Like 4 little plumps?
Yeah.
And then maybe like a pendant hanging over it to really anchor the space.
Okay, I want to look up floor seating dining tables, dining setups to see what we got.
To see if I'm...
No, it's a good idea.
Okay.
I want to see other people do it and be like, yes, that's exactly it.
Okay.
Oh my God, these are so cool.
What is that?
Floor seats with back support. This is what you need.
But in chrome also.
In chrome.
The wood could be nice though, to add some more.
Like if this, but the cushion was thick maybe.
Cushion's thick, and then also maybe cushion's light. Like I picture it as like a light gray.
Yeah.
Or either burgundy or light gray, no in between. Thoughts?
Yeah. Light gray, I think.
Light gray, okay.
I think.
Like we're gonna
Shut up. This is it. With tiny little legs.
Wait, I kind of like I like the difference. Like
Yeah.
the ones that are facing, that are like up against the wall should have
Yeah.
the backs, and then the ones that are towards the middle of the room shouldn't have backs.
Yeah. Obsessed.
I love how we're like, absolutely, that is.
Absolutely. Don't even mess around.
I think Charlotte's style, was like less colorful, but she said that her roommate's is more colorful. So I'm like, do you do a really, like the most minimalist space age pendant that we can find?
Like really those like Wholesome PH5 ones have like a little bit of blue in them or a little bit of red in them sometimes.
Like those are really space age, those. Mm-hmm. Like if you go back one where it's just like almost the flower pot vibe, like then it's still minimal. There was, might not be. Like the one on the right, but in
This
color.
one?
Yeah. Like if the cord and the base was orange, is that nice or no?
Maybe red is better.
Red?
Because red kind of, it falls into that like sort of neutral color palette, even though it doesn't. It's like,
I know what you're saying.
I feel like blues and reds are so like classic.
Yeah.
To me, that they work a little more.
I think that if we're gonna do two pendant lights, this one should actually be like somewhat flush mount and big and white and just like hide. Why don't we just like go for something like that? Is that right? Is that the right vibe?
Yeah.
I think it just, I would go a little bit bigger than this one that they currently have.
Yeah.
This is also not make or break. I think the one that's up there is not horrible by any means.
The couch currently is white, but her inspo pick is black. So if we're not gonna tell her to do the exact couch, I feel like she wants something dark.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that would look good.
Let's go back to what was in her inspo. It was a lot of dark couch light rug.
Just go light, but maybe something with like a little pattern or texture to it.
And then I feel like you really need some art on this back wall.
Okay, I had a thought, because they already have a gallery wall above the TV. And I just recently did a video on like Art 101, all my thoughts on art and how to treat art. And one of my pet peeves is multiple gallery walls within like one space, unless literally that's what you're doing and the entire room is just one giant gallery wall. So my thought is one giant piece of like art here.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. Table lamp or floor lamp.
We need like
everything's like up high.
We need like side tables and floor lamps here. Maybe I'm gonna do a little floor globe lamp in the other corner. Okay, this couch, I don't know, man. I don't know if I like the couch.
I don't think I do either. It's too modern looking.
It's also just like, yeah.
I really think we should go back to our original idea, which is just like a vintage, big, comfy black leather couch of any kind. Like I love this inspo pic that she has.
Okay, so what do we like about it?
The couch.
The couch is black. The coffee table's wood though. We don't have a lot of wood in this room. Like I agree, that would look great if this coffee table was wood. But we're like missing that whole element.
You know those couches that are like, they have like a wooden base to them?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's that. It's like black with like a wooden base.
Yeah, now we're getting specific. But yeah.
Like, yeah, it brings in a little bit of softness. Which one? This one?
But in long.
Something like that might be a good like combining of the two.
I dig.
The
I'm
two
drawing.
styles.
I dig, I'm drawing. You know like some of those like chonky floor lamps? I'm obsessed with those right now. Where the bases are like, where they're like from the ground and they go like this and they're like, and
What's on top, like a shade?
Yeah, like a kind of like a standard shade.
Literally this.
Yeah, it's nice. The lampshade's a little
Western.
vintage, yeah. But literally that. I'm sure if you scroll down, you'll find exactly. Like if I had the room to do these big chonky floor lamps,
You would?
that's all I would be doing. Like it's actually offensive that
No other type of lamp.
I'm not allowed to do these.
I mean, you are. Do whatever you want.
Well, judging by the 8, how many commandments do we have? 8 design commandments from our ultimate room makeover course, the scale of my home does not allow me to do big chunky floor lamps like this. And if you need help designing, we do have a design course. And sometimes on these episodes, we like to give sneaky codes for discounts.
Are you giving them a sneaky code?
I feel like we can't mention the course without giving a sneaky code, even though we literally just gave so many discounts over the holidays.
I want to call it a sneaky link so bad because that's just funny.
That'll be the code.
Sneaky link.
Sneaky link.
For 20% off?
Go for it, Becky.
20% off the course.
So this is what Charlotte and her roommate's room looked like before. And then this is after our vibey additions.
It really is, feels like we were able to get 2 whole spaces out of this one room.
Yeah, and different styles and different asks. Like dining table, and we said on the floor.
But you know what? Like, should you not feel like sitting on the floor, like swapping this for something that's like table height.
Yeah.
But keeping this layout, I think would still work well too.
Oh, 100%. We really want to see this come to life. So if you do make it happen, please send us pics.
Which, speaking of the tools necessary to make a makeover happen, if you are a viewer in the US and you're saving up for a makeover, big or small, then Rocket Money is here to help.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, make a budget, and grow your savings all in one place. A really cool feature is that once you connect your bank account, Rocket Money will identify all of your subscriptions in a single list. And then from there, you can identify the ones that you do not want to use anymore. And Rocket Money may be able to help you cancel with just a few taps.
This is such a great feature, honestly. Once I had downloaded a photography editing app on my phone, and I didn't realize it was a reoccurring monthly charge, not a one-time fee, and that added up pretty quick. You know how much we love budgeting here at TSG, and with Rocket Money, you can create customized budgets in seconds. The app shows where you're spending money at all times and identifies top spending categories with insights on how you can stay within your budget better.
But wait, there's more. Rocket Money will let you know when you have upcoming charges or you have a low balance so that you can avoid those very scary overdraft or late fees.
So take control of your finances today. You can go to rocketmoney.com/sorry to get started for free.
All right, let's move on to the nice makeover. So this submission comes from Emma. She's actually on our team. She's our creative director. If you've seen from the workshop floor, you may have seen her. And we're gonna be tackling her bathroom.
That's true. You guys all loved her dress that she wore on that one episode. It was handmade.
Yeah.
I love it too. Emma, the people are asking for a tutorial. And this one's extra special because we are actually going to do this one.
Yeah, you guys are like, we wanted to do Emma's for Inferior Interiors because we are bringing this makeover to life. And we're like, let's just kill 2 birds with 1 stone and actually plan it out together on Inferior Interiors. So that's what we're gonna do. This is what Emma wrote into us, aka told us in the office. I recently moved into a new rental and I have this very boring bathroom that just doesn't fit my style. The space just isn't adding any excitement to my life, and I would love TSG's help with adding character and color to my bathroom in a reversible way.
She says, right now I am lacking storage space overall. I don't love how all of my stuff is on display by the sink. I would love it if you could find a solution to my cat's litter box so it isn't out in the open. I do live in a rental, so everything has to be reversible when I eventually leave.
And design style, grandma chic meets modern folk. Modern folk.
I love that so much. And I agree, when I look at the photos of her bathroom, I don't see Emma.
No, like I will say, somebody loves this bathroom and just so blessed to begin with like a fresh, clean, updated bathroom.
It's also such a big space for a bathroom.
Yeah. Okay.
But just because your bathroom is not in bad shape is not a reason to not make changes so that it feels more you. And with a bathroom, there's not really much we can move. It's all pretty permanent.
I agree. I just think that we need to figure out maybe some storage solutions and then also the litter box, which I feel like is there really only one option? You either put it under the towel bar or I feel like we do some kind of like extension on the vanity. Do you agree with extending? Like clearly counter space is an issue. So unless we're doing like some kind of like standing table situation.
I don't know if it's that big in
It's
there.
not that big, but if you do have a big awkward space, I feel like people are underestimating the use of just a standalone table or something centered in the space. I did that in my like entryway. It was just like a big awkward space. So I put the ottoman just centered you know? In my dream scenario, I would do a countertop that's like similar material. I would do like a drop down so that you're not trying to match it perfectly. Yeah. So it drops a little bit. It has a counter that comes across. Yeah. Maybe you're building a box that looks like similar, or maybe it has legs. She has a lot of the like the cloth. Yeah. Inspo here. Yeah. She also might have given us that example so to be like, can we put cloth on hers? But I feel like that's a little silly to get into the drawers. Anyways, and then maybe we can do something here and like add little fake legs so that this vanity looks a little bit more like furniture than just like a floating vanity.
We love shower curtains even when we don't need them. So maybe there's a way to put one there.
I 100% think we need a to the ceiling shower curtain that's like double, like has 2 curtains on each side. So it's framed nicely. And honestly, they just stay open the whole time. They serve zero shower curtain purpose. You'll still shut the door. Yeah. And also I've seen a lot of people not like when shower curtains go all the way up to the ceiling because of like airflow and mold situation. But I think, again, they're staying open. You still have that gap up there. Yep. So I think it's fine, everybody. I think it's fine.
Yep, I agree.
And we'll maybe do them a lighter material. Like we won't do velvet.
You were talking about curtains on stuff.
Yeah.
What if there was a way to get 2 little curtain rods, like the tiny little ones, that had like imagine like an over-the-door hook?
Over the door hook. Yeah.
And it was like 1 on each drawer. So it was like 2 little curtains that were covering.
Oh, I see.
And it was literally like a clip-on situation. So it was nothing.
So it's on the drawer.
Yeah.
So you're not like, because I was like, you would never slide them out of the way and open your drawer. Okay.
So you don't have to paint the drawers. You don't have to remove them. You don't have to do anything other than like cover them with this cutesy little curtain material. I feel like it fits her mood board.
This is all subject to thrifting fabric availability.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, that's the thing with this. I feel like it doesn't really matter. Like we can stick to a general kind of color palette, but I think it'll look
cool vintage fabric. But so much of these inspo photos, yes, there's cool tile, but there's also so much of this beadboard everywhere.
Whoa, where are you going with this? Where are you going with this?
Because it has to be renter friendly. Like I didn't know if you could take like a whole sheet of beadboard in like a fun color.
Well, we would paint it a fun color.
Yeah. And like cut it around all this. Oh. And then what you do is you make it a little bit taller than the tile. Yeah. It might require a little spacer behind. And then all you do is you take like a few screws and it's just to hold it there.
Just attach to the top.
Yeah.
You could even add, I mean, you won't need to. Like I was gonna say you could add like stickiness to the bottom, but I think it'll stay.
Yeah.
And then I'd probably paint the door the same color. She said we could paint the door. I know that's not very renter friendly and most people I don't think would, but she said she's asking forgiveness instead of permission. Actually, while we're here, can we just like fix this mirror? Yeah. It just wants to be longer, I think, and like go lower.
It looks so tiny.
Yeah.
For a bathroom?
It's like a porthole. Well, this is a question that I have for us is like how much we want to incorporate the black of it all.
Yeah.
Because like there's so many black fixtures. There's the black faucet, there's the black doorknobs, and like I personally, just also knowing that the rest of her house probably looks like this, I know it doesn't fit with her style, but I feel like we do need to figure out ways to incorporate the black so that you're not switching everything out for brass.
I like something like this maybe.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like what the tile in your hallway, the penny tile or whatever.
Love it.
It has some black in it.
If we can find a peel and stick version of that. It's like peel and stick, something
probably
something black and white.
Something black and white that's not too overwhelming.
I like the idea of doing black and white because I think there's a chance that we might paint the walls and ceiling, and then at least it still brings in the white of the shower. So now it'll feel like the shower goes like down and out.
Right. I think we need to figure out this cabinet thing.
Yeah.
More. What is it? How is it being made? What does it look like?
I guess the question is, do we do something big and tall with shelves and like a lot of friggin' storage space, or do we build something
little,
lower profile?
If it's lower, then I would add shelves up here.
Yes, I agree.
Or is it like a big cabinet that is like a divider? What do you even call those?
Hutch?
hutch, but it's like skinny, and I feel like I specifically see them in like bathrooms.
The only thing I don't like about it is that I find it competes with like the height and drama of the shower and the height that we're achieving with the mirror.
Right.
So like, let's keep this as an option, but can you build one more option for me?
Yeah. What is it?
It is kind of similar to what we first talked about. So it'd be like a little table situation there with maybe a different fabric cover pattern, which is where the kitty litter box lies. So like now I would add either floating shelves or like a whole mounted cabinet. Yeah, they can be wood. We could do some like, I don't know if we want to play with brass and black so that we have both elements in the space. Mm-hmm. And it's like, if we feel so obliged, we could swap out like one of the fixtures with something brass.
Well, we haven't done the light above the mirror. That could be brass.
Yeah.
What light are you thinking?
I think just something like brass with like a shade on it. I was trying to find something. I mean, look, this is like a picture one.
That little, sorry, go back.
Oh no.
It was like a little, oh yeah, that glass one where it's like a little bell.
That is cute.
That's so cute.
That is cute. So I think the big question is, and maybe we can just see what it looks like, do you paint the top half of the room? I think as long as we go like rosy and dark enough on the wall color that you're not like, is that off-white?
It's close. We'll play around on the day.
On the day, well, beforehand, we will.
On the day that it is time to pick a paint color, we will play around.
There you go. Okay, huge difference from what it was before. I think Emma will love it, but we actually will find out if Emma's gonna like this.
Because we're gonna bring this one to life. And this is such a good one to bring to life because this is so much fun stuff to do here.
Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the Dupe That Design episode of this colorful, quirky, grandma chic bathroom.
Coming next week.
Actually, we have a throwback submission. So if you have seen our previous episodes of Inferior Interiors, we did a living room makeover for Priya. Mm-hmm. And Priya, first one ever, hopefully not the last, sent us in the designed room.
And it's exactly like the render. I cannot believe how good this looks.
This was the before of Priya's space. This is our render of what we thought the design should look like. And this is the final.
The new green couch in this orientation is so beautiful. Look how cozy this space is.
I just can't get over it.
Like, and the shelves that you put on either side of the fireplace is so good.
Oh, you even got a new coffee table. I feel like we kept the old coffee table. We were like, you can use the old one, but maybe you needed a little bit of a smaller one to fit this bigger sectional. But the projector
with even the right image on screen.
I'm obsessed. Good job, Priya. Thank you for sending this in. And if you are one of the lucky few to be selected for an Inferior Interiors episode, we're talking to you. Please follow up, send us your designs. Because this is so cool to see come to life because that never happens. Like either we are bringing a design to life or we just don't ever see it come to fruition. And it's like a dream that we have. So this is very exciting.
This is awesome. I love it. I love it. So Natalie says, this is our front sitting room. It has high angled ceilings, 2 large blank walls, these large/tall windows, and an open floor plan to the kitchen that make it difficult to style.
Some of the key problems: I need a place to drop all of our stuff, work bags, diaper bags, etc. But we do have a coat closet that I could use better. We'd love to make this function as a part-time playroom for our 6-month-old baby, a sitting and reading and game room. And we also have 2 pups and 2 cats who enjoy hanging out by the windows. We also love color.
So it's a sitting room, but it's not like the formal kind that you think of. It needs to be able to be like used.
I don't even know if it's like a multi-purpose space, but I feel like I have some ideas. And then the design style we're aiming for is mid-century modern, antique, cottage, traditional, cozy vibes.
Okay.
And I'm really loving this mood board. We're looking at essentially one half, I feel like, of the front floor, and then the other half is the kitchen, and the entryway is right in the middle in front of the stairs. It's kind of nice symmetry, even though apparently the windows aren't like even with the wall. It is kind of nice. I think one of the ways to address the first problem of we need a place to drop all of our stuff, and I feel like you might be feeling the same way, is like a mini room divider, kind of like what you did in your closet.
Yeah.
Like some kind of cabinet. Is it a nice big dressery type unit?
Yeah, I think so.
And that can be a place to drop stuff, and then it creates this whole little entryway zone.
Yeah.
I'd probably put a nice little rug in there too. But we aren't even really focusing on that part in this. I feel like paneling on the ceiling could be a smart way to cover up popcorn without taking down popcorn.
I think so.
Is that a hack?
I think so.
We're going to go for it.
And I think that it could also benefit from trim.
Up there?
Yeah, to like cap it
like
all.
Like a simple trim?
Yeah, because I feel like this like more vintage style has a lot of, it's not so simple.
Oh yeah, something like this.
Yeah.
Crown molding.
Yeah, crown molding, but don't get crazy with it. Just like a nice edge piece.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be too detailed.
I like that idea though of making the curtain rod wider.
Yeah. What curtain rod color would you do?
Like that old sort of like dark brassy color.
Like antique.
Yeah.
Antique. Oil rubbed bronze?
Something like
perhaps?
that, yeah. Something like that.
Well, are we keeping the couch?
Yeah, I think so. I think we should. It's a great color.
Yeah, it's like not as probably vintage as the design style, but
the chairs can go older. I'm feeling like something like thicker needs to be there.
Would you switch out the legs on this couch? Oh, let's do that. I'm just gonna pick one. It's gonna be, look, it's natural.
But we'll stain it.
We're gonna dye it. Who am I? This is my first day here. Controversial opinion?
Please.
Do we keep the coffee table?
Not controversial at all. I don't hate it.
Great.
Yeah.
But then following this up with rug.
Yeah, I would change the rug.
Yeah, it's like it's almost there. Like if you actually look at the,
it's just there's too much more like
pink
in it for me.
Yeah, and also like yes, these have like a lot of pattern, and you know I would say that rug is kind of traditional. Do we do a layered moment because it's a big room?
Yeah. So what about that one? That's like the second one over.
This one.
It's like
yeah.
It's like wavy, but not actually.
Love it. And then we're gonna layer it with something.
Oh, I like that. The brown is kind of nice.
Me too.
That's like
I want to see it
oil rubbed.
Oh, hold on. We can go right to the website. Oil rubbed. Do you like it in this size?
Instead of what?
Well, just now that you see it bigger.
Oh.
Because before it was just.
I think so.
Let's see it.
As long as there's not too much with the green.
It's kind of like giving like these greens.
It's like an olive green, right?
And then this blue.
Yeah, that's like kind of the color I'm thinking.
This is what I was going for my bathroom actually.
Oh.
Was blue.
Was it green?
There's a little bit of green in the rug and in the plants, and then also a little bit of rust in the rug. So the rug was rust and green. I think those are nice colors together.
I think so.
Oh my god, look!
Oh my god. That's it.
Vibes.
Was that just sitting here the whole time?
Yes. Meant to be.
So which wall are we putting that wallpaper on?
No. I mean, we could, but.
We need more. We need to think about storage a little better.
I think that we either need like a full built-in kind of storage shelving situation on this wall and or an accent wall behind the couch.
Now, I love that cabinet. It's gorgeous. Do you think we could like add to it?
Like you could do like plywood vibes, you know? But then put like shelves in front of it so they don't feel like plywood. I feel like we do a gallery wall behind the couch, which you can't see in this angle.
Yeah.
But that's what I would do.
I agree. I have like vintage prints.
Yeah, like that. The one above the cabinet is the first very great start to that.
That wall space like above this, are we doing anything there? Like maybe sconces or something? I feel like this is a blank space.
Ooh, let's
we should do something with.
I don't think we don't want to compete with the gallery wall that again is going to be above the couch. But I think sconces, or we just do like tall lamps and stuff on these.
Yeah.
Like side tables.
Okay, so this was the room before.
Wow.
A lot of different things that maybe don't feel pulled together, and then what?
I love how we absolutely did not move that hutch. We were just like,
No.
you stay, girl.
No, it's good. And we didn't move the couch either. We barely moved the coffee table. Like, this was a really good start.
Yeah.
I think we just needed to add more and more texture to make it feel like more homey and cozy.
Yeah. Natalie, we have this thing here where we like to see when the rooms come to fruition, and I feel like you got this. You can do this.
So if you liked the makeovers that we did today and want to see us take on your space, then the link is in the description below for you to submit your space as well.
And make sure you're subscribed so you can see the grandma chic vintage mustard bathroom come to life, because yes, we are working on it. We're gonna make it happen.
Next week. It's literally coming next week.
All right, we'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.